everybody, and welcome back to a new video and a new week at Oxford. So I didn't film anything last week. Well, I started filming, but the video just wound up being so mind-numbingly boring that I didn't post it last week because all I did was work. I was in the library all day or working at home all day because my sister is coming this week. So this week is gonna be crazy and super fun. But I was trying to get ahead on all of my work so that I wouldn't really have to do much while she was here. So I was just, head down working. And she gets here tomorrow morning very early, so today I'm wrapping up one last piece of work, and then I'm going to, pick up some stuff for when she's here, set up the air mattress and everything, get ready for her to arrive. So this week is going to be super crazy fun, and we've got a lot of really cool stuff planned, so I'm very excited. Hi guys, so checking in now in the evening. I have finished everything, which feels so good. And I mean, I have my report, which I wrote today, but it needs to be whittled down a little bit because it can only be 1,000 words and I think I'm at like 1,050, but that's not due until after my sister leaves. So I'll be looking at it probably again tonight, and then like if I have any spare time when she's here, which like I'm not gonna bank on that, but I do also have lots of, like, a good amount of time after she leaves to whittle it down, and there's really not much to move. I can get 50 words out of there pretty easily, I think, so that'll be good. And then, just some other, like, there'll be small changes to make on stuff that my supervisors might suggest over this week, but they'll be quite minor, so I'll be able to do them very quickly. So everything's done, feels good. I had a meeting with my dissertation supervisor today, which is why you'll have seen me at Worcester. Still don't know exactly how it should be pronounced. College looks beautiful right now, and the meeting was really, really great. I always enjoy seeing him, and I always feel good after the meetings, which is nice. So I've been really, really enjoying working on my dissertation, actually. It's definitely been my favorite part of the course so far, I think, which is probably a good thing since it's my own research and my own idea, but yes, I also went and got some groceries. I got snacks for when my sister gets here. She's currently on a plane, I think, or is at a layover at an airport, actually. Yeah, by now I think she's probably having her layover, but very excited for her to get here. And I've got everything set up. There is the bed. Sorry, my camera cut me off. I've blown up her bed. It doesn't look that great, but it'll be fine. Or maybe I'll sleep there. I don't know. But yeah. My room is like fairly clean. Ready to go. I think I'm gonna meet her at the airport. She would be able to find her way here on her own, but I feel like it's just easier, and the bus to the airport really does not cost very much. So I'm just gonna go meet her. It is like kind of confusing to go and find the bus if you've never done it before. So I feel like, and like then she knows what street to get off of in Oxford as well. So I'm just gonna go and get her in the morning. So very excited. About 5 a.m. and I'm about to head to the bus stop to get the bus to the airport. And I do sort of regret saying I'd pick her up this early, but it'll be fine. The problem is that I once again hit about where I couldn't sleep here, so I don't know if I ever fully fell asleep last night, so today will be interesting. I might be more tired than she is, but yeah. Also, I thought that the tickets to the airport were £6, like the tickets to like the town surrounding Oxford. They're not. They're more than that. So it's not as cheap as I thought, but like it's not super expensive either, so it's fine. Katie has arrived in London. She's surprisingly alert. I feel great, actually. She was only a little enraged by baggage claim, but she didn't even seem mad.
Like an hour.
Yeah, I was
sitting there and they were doing like 2 bags at a time. It was like a small area.
so the sign started saying bags delivered for her flight, and I was like, oh my god, her bag got lost. And I was like,
the friendship
she's gonna be so mad.
I got so many beads.
I was like, she's gonna have to wear my midi dresses the whole trip. But we're just waiting for the bus, which I don't think it was gonna be here very soon, so we might be waiting a while. Get back to the dorm, and I'm forcing Katie to eat Percy pigs because that's British culture. They're just like a gummy with less. They're less good than real gummies.
It doesn't smell good.
Well, I think this is gonna sound stupid on the internet, but like, I think they have laws about like added sugar and stuff, so things aren't as like soda here isn't as good.
Like just a normal Coke or like a Pepsi?
Okay, like Fanta is bigger here, I would say, than it is.
What?
It's like a marshmallow-y thing, but then the ears are like gummy, like juice.
I thought it was gonna be.
They're not bad though.
No, they're not bad. Actually.
But like,
They're
okay.
like a rare thing where the first bite's kind of gross and then they get better.
Yeah.
I don't like that texture. I like the flavor of these, I don't like the texture.
I really like these. They're really good. They're like chocolate covered cookie dough.
We have this at home.
Yeah, but like M&S, everything is M&S brand in there. So they have a bunch of stuff like that. Yeah, that's not like special. They're just good.
Yeah.
It wasn't recorded.
Oh.
So Katie and I have decided to head to Bicester Village because she's run away because it was our plan to go, but we weren't sure what day. So we decided to just do it now so that we're not cutting short any of our days in London for it. And then we'll come back and like tour Oxford a little bit.
Well, and I feel like I want to buy a bunch of stuff there, but realistically, like it's all going to be too expensive anyway, so I may as well get my heart broken now.
And then you can think about other things to buy.
Yeah.
So we're going to do that. And like it doesn't take you that long to go through it because everything is so, like we're not buying stuff at Dior. So we're not like spending a lot of time shopping in there.
For yourself.
So I'm not buying anything at Dior. So we're gonna do that now and then like do the Oxford tour after. Yeah. Katie's very impressed with just the walk along the river by my residence building.
I've never done like a pan shot of exactly like all these.
I've shown parts of it. Sometimes I'm like, should I record people's houses? And I think maybe not. But anyway, that's the plan. Made it to Vista. We're currently in Ralph Lauren. Yes. It's raining. Yeah, sticker shock rained on. You just gotta say bargain. That's Eloise's strategy. Ooh, look at that sailor sweater. Look at that. That's so cute. A pleated skirt. I like it. It'd be cute to show in with a collared shirt underneath.
Yeah. Even with something like this, I think it'd be fun to keep this on.
Yeah, like a oversized white t-shirt underneath, just the sleeve sticking out. Yeah. And then you convert it and you're like, oh no. Focus. There we go. They look crazy. So we've made it through our first day. Katie is quite jealous of all the shopping here.
I can't, yeah.
She punched me on the way back.
I stand by it.
That's fair. But we came back and dropped our stuff, and we went deep into Cali to have dinner with all my friends at a pub called the Rusty Bicycle, which I don't know if our friend Michael had recommended that place, or like there's a sister restaurant, so like one owned by the same people, I'm guessing.
That's
the same menu.
That's a big thing here, isn't it? So they're not like chains, but they are technically.
I think so.
Kind of.
Like a lot of the pubs here, like a lot of the ones in London are Green King.
Right.
I think that's what it is. Pubs as well. So I don't know if that would like classify as a chain. Because technically the pubs don't like have the same name or anything, so it's not like a franchise.
Right. Put the camera on me. My average steps that I take in a day, because I'm in the office, is 3,123. Today I walked 25,561 steps, and we didn't start till 11 o'clock.
Feels good.
Feels great.
Did you do a lot of... That's why...
Awesome.
That's why my feet are constantly torn up. That's why sometimes I walk all the time, and then some days I do not leave. You just need a recharge day. But, the food was really good there anyway. And then we went to G&D's and had some ice cream and then came back. And what time is it? Ugh, don't know 24-hour time. 9:20?
9:21.
I'm a doctor. Because doctors use 24-hour time.
Woman in STEM.
I've been watching Grey's Anatomy.
She's a woman in STEM.
Just for Sloan. And I'm really tired, as is Catherine. We should do an unboxing of what we got at Bister.
Yeah.
Show what you got, Katie. It's possessed you.
I don't like this game. I got $50 macarons.
Those are $50.
Well, they were 24 pounds for 8 of them, but like,
they're
the Gossip Girl macarons. So there's only 4.
So it makes sense.
But they
One was called the Marie Antoinette.
like $46.
42.
Yeah.
Worth it. Okay, so I got these 2 Penhaligon's perfumes because they're the mini ones. They're buy 2 and then you get like a discount on both of them. So one is for Katie for her birthday. And I was like, these are my favorites. And Katie was like, I really like them both too. So Katie has to pick which one she wants, but she's refusing to pick. But one's called The Favorite and and it has like a pink velvet bow on the bottle, and one's called Luna, so I'll be happy with either. So, stay tuned for the conclusion to that.
Yeah, so stand by.
And we're gonna go to bed. So, we wanted to discuss our experience at Bister Village, because I've been there twice now, and this was Katie's first time, obviously, because it's her first time here. So, what were your thoughts as a newbie?
I'm getting close.
Okay. Nope.
It's a fun walking around for a day in like a clean, cute place, but like the actual shopping in it is not like the expensive things are still expensive. Like you could spend 150 pounds on a Gucci scarf and you'll have a Gucci scarf that you'll probably never wear, but like for anything special it's still unattainable. And then like the Holland Coopers and like the more mid-range still 80 pounds for a sweater is like nice, but again it's just not like there's nothing special. And then like the Cezanne is part of the reason we wanted to go, and that was like
they're new, and I don't know if it's a temporary
I think
pop-up.
It's a pop-up.
Yeah,
but like there was
because they have really nice stuff.
Well, yeah, like they're known
Allegedly.
for their knitwear and stuff, but like none of that was in there.
It was literally not a single
knit.
Like
not a single knit. Weird pants, like kind of cheap
weird
looking
pants
tops
that were like very thin and not nice. Like they weren't nice material.
Yeah.
They weren't double lined.
Yeah.
The vibes were off.
Yeah.
I do, and like some of the stores are better than others. Like I know the last couple of times we went, the Ted Baker has been really nice and they have a lot of stock. And some stores do have really, really good savings. It's just that like 40% off of 1,400 pounds is still not...
It's still too much money.
Yeah, for what you're buying. So it's probably a really great place to shop if you're shopping for designer stuff. And like, because it's only a 20-minute bus ride from here though, and it costs £2 to go there, it's like a cool thing to go and like do for a couple hours on a day.
It's a nice evening, but like I went in there with the intention of like buying something and I came away with nothing except for expensive macarons.
But they're really good.
Yeah. So it's I don't want to say it's a letdown, but it's a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, I feel like it depends what you go in expecting. Yeah. And like when I went with my parents, one of the things that we really wanted to go to was the barber store. So there where you're like going for something specific, I guess, then it's nice. And like the village is very pretty and it's like very quaint. And it's not too big, so it's easy to do quickly, which is nice.
Yeah, and good restaurants and everything too.
Yeah, so I feel like it's a decent thing to do if you, depending on what you're...
If you're in Oxford already. But
if
like,
you're in Oxford already, if you have like lower expectations for like actual shopping or whatever.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Katie's eating a muffin. I think we both slept very well last night. Katie was on the air mattress, but it deflated, so she got into bed with me.
For like 4 hours.
Yeah, it was not effective. But we're gonna head into London today because we're gonna see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is broken up into 2 different shows. So the first one is at 2 p.m., then the other one starts at like 7 or 7:30, right? And I think we're gonna do some of the touristy stuff today, like Big Ben and Buckingham Palace and everything. Borough Market, very excited about.
Find creme brulee donuts from Bread Ahead.
And sandwiches from Black Pig. I was gonna say Black Dog, then I was like, that's Taylor Swift. So that is the plan for today. It should be fun. After a minor mishap with the tube, we made it to Borough Market. It's quite busy, but not like insane. So we're gonna try to find sandwiches and chocolate covered strawberries first, I think, right? And donuts. So we finished at Borough Market and ate a lot of food very quickly.
A lot of calories, very short amount of time.
We had the chocolate covered strawberries, and then they can move. And then we shared one of the sandwiches from Black Pig, which was really, really good. And I was too excited to record it. And then we had
I got the footage, don't worry.
Yeah. And then we had the creme brulee donuts. But now we're just heading to the theater to see the first part of Harry Potter. So we've come out of Cursed Child Part 1. It is
so good.
It was really, and she's not as into theater as I am, but she said that she liked it a lot more than she thought she would.
The effects are really cool.
The effects are insane. I've never seen any, not that I've like seen that many shows, but I've never seen anything like it. It's really, like I have no idea how they're doing some of it.
No, I don't know. You can see like in some of the, where they're having like their fight, like hands lifting and stuff, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
The theater isn't very fancy.
Is or isn't?
It isn't. It's like, it's fancy from the outside, but then like the seats are
Oh yeah, like the seats aren't very fancy, but like it is like there's all the, not filigree, but like, you know, the balconies look cool and everything.
Yeah.
Just the seats aren't ours are kind of sloped. I think that's the main issue. But we've got about 2 hours before part 2, so we're just walking around Covent Garden area so we don't go too far away. So we got back, like not super late last night, but I was tired.
She says she was tired, but then she stayed up half the night working.
I stayed up like, it was maybe 30 or 45 minutes.
It was 1:30 when we went to bed.
Was it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Whatever. I had to do some stuff for my practicum last night, just to fix up. I sent it this morning, so hopefully now it's done. I think it should be, or mostly done anyway. And this morning I'm going to go to the Taylorian to help take down the exhibitions, which again I don't think should take super long. It's just like moving the books up and down. And Katie's going to go to the Oxford yarn store because it's cheaper to buy wool yarn here because of all the sheep.
Because of all the sheep.
And I think we're going to try to look around Pembroke this morning and then probably do some more like Oxford tours after. But at 2:15, we're heading in to London Gatwick because we're going to Naples for a couple of days. Yay. So we're going to fly into Naples, and then I think the next day we're going to go to Positano for the day, and then, yeah, come back.
And eat pizza.
Eat a lot of pizza and pasta. So that is very exciting. Yeah. Oh, last night we went back to part 2 of Cursed Child, and I really, really enjoyed the show. I was Googling it after, and I think at both or all of the US productions, they have shortened it, so it's just, I think, like 3.5 hours total. And I think they included some of the rewrites, because, like, the whole thing with it, when it was published as the book, like, the script as the book, and when the play first showed, people were like, why did you spend 5 hours, like, literally 5 hours, of Scorpius and Albus making eyes at each other and talking about how much they loved each other, and then be like, we're straight though, it's okay, I have a crush on Rose, who said 2 lines in this whole play. So in this one, they make it a little more obvious that, like, Albus comes up and he's like, Scorpius might always be the most important person in my life, right? And Harry's like, yeah, I don't care, he's cool. I'm Harry Potter, I'm chill.
I was in rehab at like 15. This is not my biggest issue.
I was more concerned when I thought you might be like a dark wizard or something. This is fine. But yeah, really enjoyed it. The effects were crazy.
Yeah, there's like a whole thing of like, they're like moving through time, and then just the one effect made it look like the whole stage was like rippling, which was pretty neat.
Yeah, because they like go back to the Triwizard Tournament, so they're like underwater in the lake, so they make the whole stage look like it's underwater. It's very cool. But yeah, really enjoyed that, and looking forward to going to Italy today. So I've done my thing, and Katie has gotten her yarn, and now we're going to try to get through Christchurch, hopefully.
Which is the Harry Potter school.
I know that. We were unsuccessful.
Denied.
Well, we could have gone through, but the very nice ticket guy said, not ticket guy, I don't know if they're porters here, if it's a different job, but he was like, the hall's closed until 2, so I wouldn't go through now. Everything here looks like they're like 4 years old. But, yeah, I've never seen anybody that young working that kind of job, actually. But, we're going to be on a train at that then, or like waiting on our way to the train station. So we're gonna come through another day.
We should go to Westgate.
Okay, yeah. We could get our bags and then go to Westgate, because like that's on the way. That route makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what roads make sense.
Okay.
I don't understand geography.
I am in charge of it. So after taking a couple of trains, we made it to Gatwick Airport, and we went and looked at some of the shops, and then we went to Shake Shack, and Katie's really offended me by not liking the cheese fries.
The shakes and burgers are good.
It just doesn't have any taste.
It's like a mall in here.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I thought it was going to be like a small kind of dinky airport.
It's the second biggest airport in the UK.
Well, why would I know that?
I don't know.
Okay, know what grinds my gears about UK bookstores? What did you
I thought you were
notice?
gonna say about me.
No. It's time to start arguing. What did you notice? They don't separate out romance from the general fiction section, and it just makes me so angry for so many reasons because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm sorry, Europe, but romance is still your biggest selling genre. They have a military section and not a romance in the airport bookstore. It doesn't make any sense.
Europeans don't love.
I guess not. I've already said many times that all of the Oxford bookstores are very pretentious. Like, even in Waterstones, they had like 5 of the new Sarah J. Maas books the day that it released on the ground floor, and then hid them away somewhere else because they put like a history of like Roman spades down on the main floor, like very specific academic books, which I appreciate the commitment to the aesthetic, but still. Good morning, everybody. We are in Naples, so we got in late last night, and the hotel is really cute. Yeah, and like pretty close to the port and everything.
It's a little murdery to get there, and our door handle fell off into our hand last night, but
I figured out how to lock it though.
it's fine.
So you can, I think this is Vesuvius from
Yeah,
our
that's
dock.
I'm not sure which mountain exactly, but
Um,
one of them is.
Which I went to in high school, and it was really cool. But yeah, we're going to head down to the port and get the ferry to Positano. So
And find coffee.
yeah, I bet there'll be places around the port. So do we want to just head that way and see
Yeah, I
what's
think we'll
there
do.
on the way there?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's the plan. So we spent some time just walking around, and then we went to CB Positano, which is like the semi-viral little like beach boutique kind of thing. They have cute dresses. Of course, I liked.
Shack fancy vibes.
Yeah, kind of look like Love Shack fancy stuff. Of course, I like the ones that were the most expensive. So I have not gotten anything, but Katie did get a dress, a short one, and then we headed over to the beach. I have been in the water, Katie has not. But yeah.
Rock beach.
Yeah, it's very rocky, but it's kind of nice though, then you're not like full of sand.
Yeah.
It brushes off easier.
It's just like it's all black stones, so it like absorbs all the heat.
Yeah, the water's quite cool, which is alarming when you first get in, but it's really nice once you start. Yeah. I got all the way in though, and then once you're used to it, it's really, really nice. And then you have like all the hills behind you and looking out, it's really pretty. Pigeon. So we just had like a very late lunch at Chez Black, which is right by the beach, and it was very, very good. I had like a lobster pasta thing. I was gonna order this thing that was like spaghetti with local spiny lobster that they sold per 100 grams.
And a very nice waiter.
Yeah, I thought that they'd be like those kind of dinky little like crawfish type things.
Yeah.
But he was like, you don't want that. It's per 500 grams, so it'd be 150 euro. Get this instead. And I said, okay.
Okay.
So that was very nice. But Katie got ravioli. She was less adventurous.
I'm not.
She doesn't like seafood, but the lobster was really, really good. And she tried some and liked it. So now we're just going to wander around a little bit more here before we catch the ferry to Capri.
I don't know. I don't think it's too bad.
I think if I was wearing it out in any kind of breeze and like...
Oh, this looks like Marshmallow Man, and it's not though.
I think
I mean, maybe it is.
if you tied them into bows, like if you tied them.
Well, maybe. It's so like pretty patterns though.
Yeah.
Look at how red she is.
Ending Positano. Sat by the water drinking a lemon squash.
GMO lemons. With a tassel.
The pina colada. This is perhaps a slightly weird angle, but we just got back in. We went to I think the last time I spoke was when we were heading out from Positano to Capri. So we only spent a couple hours in Capri.
Yeah, 2 hours.
So we just like walked along the coast and sat by the water and everything and had those giant lemon things. I do recommend the sorbet. The drink that I got I appreciated it for the laugh. And the drink in it was really good, but they were kind of chintzy with the actual drink part. They didn't hollow out the lemon very much. But I found it amusing anyway. And then we caught the ferry back to Naples and went to La Antica. Is that what it's called? Which is like a pizzeria. It's the one that she goes to.
De Michel is like the...
De Michel, yeah. So it's like the famous one because it's in Eat, Pray, Love, basically. And like they have a bunch of Michelin stars or whatever. They're very good. But the lineup is extremely confusing. They're not very clear on how it's supposed to work. So we had intended to get takeaway, but we wound up dining in, which was, once we got in, was really fast and they were really nice. But I said, and I realize my opinion is wrong about this. So just to start.
I'm just gonna guess.
Okay.
I'm gonna guest star in really quick. We battled the line. We found the line. We're in. We're ready for pizza. We just put our order in, and she says,
well, she asked, and I said that I kind of prefer American-style pizza to this kind of pizza. Okay, but only because, like, my dad has, like, a pizza oven kind of thing, and it doesn't happen with it. I just don't like how the crust gets all soggy.
well, this stuff wasn't even soggy.
It was soaking wet. What are you talking about?
Thin in the middle, and then the sauce.
Yeah, so then it's wet.
Oh my god.
That's what soggy
So
means.
you want congealed tomato?
Who asked you? I said that I knew my opinion. Yeah, the ingredients are great. But when I want pizza, that's just the kind of pizza that I want. I didn't say this was bad. It was good. This is just like... Maybe I just don't like pizza as much as other people do. But I'm gonna show you what I got. So I got a snow globe. It is, oh, I thought it was taped. It's of Capri. It's a little boat with the 2 rocks to add to my collection. I was gonna get one in Positano, but the only ones that I saw were €12. And again, I was like, I can find cheaper snow globes than that. And I did. So, haha. And then we each also got a print. Well, Katie got like a small print at Positano, and I got a postcard. I made sure to get one of the beach because I had a good time swimming today. That was my favorite part. What was your favorite part, Katie?
CB.
CB.
Laying on the beach.
She
The weather.
was not as big a fan of the actual water as me.
Hey, I like the water. It was just the rocks on the bottom.
And you know what? I'm gonna make another bold claim.
Okay.
I appreciate high cut swimsuits, like I do, so I get that the thong bikinis are a trend now, and like okay, but at a certain point, it's too much. Like if it is the equivalent of a G-string, buy a different bottom. I don't care how much you go to the gym. Okay, yeah, it looks good, but when it's like noon and I look up and it's just 30 people's whole asses just like out in a public area and like you're sitting on public like it's just too much. Why do you have to be naked?
If I had an ass like that, I'd have it out all the time too.
No, I don't care. I can see it just fine in a high cut regular bikini bottom. You don't need to wear a G-string.
But I've always wondered what your rants were like online. Like, I see them in your vlog, and now I'm seeing it in real life, and it's kind of cool. I will like to interject, though. I didn't realize it was all, like, rock beaches, or, like, rock beaches.
Oh, yeah,
which
most
is
of the ones in
nice.
Italy are rock beaches.
Yeah.
It's not that fun to walk on. I definitely recommend,
yeah.
like, water shoes or sandals or something. Because, like, I had some, but then we only had one pair. So, like, one of us was always, especially on, like, the black rock. Oh, yeah, Katie has a backpack full of rocks.
Sea glass.
While I was swimming, she was
Sea
collecting rocks. This is Katie's mat that she got at CB. She's gonna put it in the middle of her table and put vases on it.
I think it's cute. It's double-sided.
Kind of. Well, yeah, it is. It just doesn't have the label on both sides. You'll have to cut these off,
Cut what off?
the tags.
Oh.
Or put a strategically placed flower over it. So that's cute. I was like determined. I was like, I'm gonna go in and buy a dress, obviously. But
Obviously.
because so basically CB by Core is sort of like a semi-viral store on TikTok. Like if you're looking up Positano, that store is gonna come up. And it's like a beach boutique kind of thing. So they have a lot of, like we said, they're kind of Love Shack fancy-esque dresses. They do the dresses, they do bags, these kind of matte things. And then they had like a couple jackets and vests.
Cute vest too. And I took it, like, we took video and stuff in them.
Yeah.
Nobody really talks about the jackets, but they're pretty
The
cool.
jackets were really cute. They're like it's a lot of it's kind of like patchwork style. So it's all the different patterns of like cotton sewn together. And everything is very well made, because sometimes you go into those stores and like the fabric looks really beautiful, like the colors are really pretty, the patterns are pretty, but like it's obviously not like well made.
You can tell it's handmade, but in a good way.
Like it's handmade and it's really nice fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're heavy, like they feel substantial. But every dress that I liked was over 200 euro. Like I tried on one that was like 290 euro. So I think the cheapest one that I liked on me was 230, and I was just like, for what it is, that's too much. Like I wanted one to have gotten one from there, but I was like, if I saw this at any other store, I would have loved it, but I would have been like, this price is ridiculous. So like it winds up being the same as or more expensive depending on which dress than House of CB, and I feel like those dresses look better on me than these dresses did, so I would rather have something like that. But, so I got a bag instead. Shut up, do you want me to sit like this? You're not allowed to be in these anymore if you're making fun of me the whole time. You'll be cut out, disowned. I'll replace you with an actor. I got this bag. So, I think that it is a good in between. I have a giant, like a big makeup bag and a really little itty bitty makeup bag. So this is a nice in between. I can put all my stuff in it.
It's really hard to pick patterns there as well.
Yeah, I obviously wanted like a pink one, but I liked that it had like all of the fabrics that I liked on the other things.
And like there's
And it had the
some,
little shot of blue, but it's not too blue.
And there's lots that are just similar enough where they feels like it's not a choice, but they're just different enough where you have to sit there and think.
I like these ones with the square too, because some of them like went like stripes, but these ones are square. It's so different. But I don't know if you want to open it. Do you?
Go ahead.
No, I meant like open the bag, or if you wanted to keep it nice.
I'll just do the sticker. I'll probably keep the bag.
So the short dresses were obviously like more reasonably priced, but they all looked inappropriate on me.
I don't think they were that bad.
They were pretty short. If I took a full stride, things would have been seen.
Roll the tape. I took a video of it. You in it.
Yeah, and I was wearing it, and I could feel where the hem stopped. I did appreciate, though, they're longer in the back than they are in the front, which is nice. Like, not like a high-low, but, you know, sometimes, like, you need more fabric in the back to accommodate your butt. So that it winds up being the same length. I don't know, and they did that, which I appreciated. So I was actually more comfortable with where it hit at the back than in the front. But I just felt like I looked like I was wearing a child's dress that I stole from them.
But I got one.
But Katie got this blue one with the tie tops. It looked really cute on her. She doesn't wear dresses very often. Or she doesn't like dresses very often, but she liked this one, so there you go. They are one size fits most.
But I feel like that actually is.
Because they're all this, like, shirred top. I mean, to an extent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like... But, like, probably if you were super busty or something, or... Fits most, so... To an extent. And they had lots of different styles of top, so... There'd probably be something. But, yeah. I'm glad she found one that she liked. It was nice that one of us got to get one from there, because it's kind of the thing. But, yeah, that's my haul. Our haul, until I replace Katie with Channing Tatum. You're gonna be. I don't know why that was the first actor that came to my head. I was like, think of a girl. Maybe Scarlett Johansson. She plays everybody.
I'd also like it known she bitched and moaned at me all day about wearing sunscreen. Didn't wear it.
We've already discussed
lathered up.
this, okay?
How's that feel?
And I maintain I did not bitch and moan. I said, hey, Katie,
How's that feel?
it might be a good idea to wear sunscreen in Italy in summer when we're going to a beach.
I didn't burn.
And she was like, shut up.
I didn't burn.
And then, well, she did. Her shoulders are red, but she refused to wear sunscreen all day. I reapplied SPF 50 like 4 times, and I still got a sunburn, so I don't know what the moral of that story is, but either way, I'm pissed. So that's the end of tonight. Enjoy Katie while you can. I'm putting out an ad for experience. Well, experience is not required. This can be your experience. Put it on your resume, and then you can talk about how this was like your, you know, your dinky role, and you just hated it before you got your breakthrough. That can be it. Did you hear that?
I'm ignoring
How do you feel about that?
Pretty good.
It'll be the blight on your IMDb page. Goodbye. Hi, everybody. So I didn't really film anything this morning because we were just traveling back from Naples. So we had an early flight and then took a bunch of trains back, and we've been We've been hanging out here for a little bit. But we're gonna go out and walk around town a little bit and show Katie a bit more of Oxford. And maybe go to the pub tonight. So it's gonna be a chill afternoon.
And buy my trench coat.
Maybe. She won't decide. Coat. That's an interesting way to model it. So Katie made her decision. She got her Barber trench coat. It's her big purchase of the trip. They were doing like up to 40% off at John Lewis
Well, it was like
for the Barber
originally
stuff.
close to 300 pounds, and I got it for 167.
Yeah.
So it's close to like 50% off. I had
pretty
to,
good.
and I paid cash, so it's like it didn't even happen.
Yeah. So then we ate dinner at a pub, and we're gonna go, I think, hang out at the MCR until we're gonna meet a friend for more pub.
The halloumi is good. Guinness is yucky.
Hello everybody. So last night we did some pubs in Oxford. We did Turf Tavern, King's Arms, and Lamb and Flag. Katie said she liked Turf Tavern the best because it looked, yeah, it looks like a hobbit bowl. So we did that last night, and this morning we came into London pretty early. So we're just heading over to Buckingham Palace because we're gonna do some of the like tourist stops today, and then maybe like Harrods and Selfridges, and we have tea at the Ritz, so it should be fun. It's all of like the, yeah, all of the London landmarks. Seeing how long it would take you to notice. We just saw Buckingham and the Queen Victoria Memorial that's right in front of it, and we're gonna start heading to, we're gonna walk towards where I think they have the horse guards. When I tried to come with our parents, they weren't doing it that day, or like it had ended already for the day. So hopefully we'll get to see that. I'm curious if they'll have it on Sundays, I guess.
Take a photo of somebody.
Yeah, but she just wants to see tourists get stomped on. But we're gonna go there and then I think head over to Big Ben. So yeah, just walking by St. James's Park now. But I think Buckingham is one of those places that like you think it's gonna be way bigger than it actually is.
Well, like there's little spots of garbage in front too that you think would be like eradicated.
Yeah, I think like rubbish blows in, so you kind of think someone would come through to pick it up, but
Maybe not.
yeah. Katie has really perked up now this morning because we found the horses, and I think I got a pretty decent video, but the one was like bomb-proof, did not care,
Majestic.
just stand there face forward. The other one was done, and like it kept trying to bite and like headbutt the people that came up, but people like, I feel like,
tried to reef through one girl's backpack.
yeah, and like people that don't know anything about horses, right, are like, oh, he's trying to like get me to pet him. So they're like sticking their hands all over his nose and he's trying to chomp them.
I feel like the guard loves it.
Yeah, and and if people walked away, he'd stand there, and then as soon as someone came up, he was like so it's just like the videos where people get bit or smacked. But yeah, Katie was very, very happy about it. We're heading over. We're gonna walk over to Big Ben now and Westminster Abbey, which is just up ahead. So less fun. No one's at risk of being attacked, but. Very dark. We made it to Harrods, but we didn't stay there very long because, like, she wants to see it, but it's not somewhere where you're actually shopping. So you go and you look, and you're like, cool.
I can't buy anything here.
So like, I feel like it depends what you want to do, I guess. But
it's cool. Like, I'm glad we went to see it, but like, to sit and linger and wander for an hour and get pushed around and not want to shop because it's also expensive is kind of like,
all these rich people are very rammy. But we're walking.
If you had like 4 or 5 days in London, it'd be cool to spend some time. But like, even then, I don't know.
So we walked to Hyde Park and we're gonna go to Selfridges now, which is also expensive but has some less crazy stuff as well.
Attainable.
And then I think we'll just see what time it is for what we do after. Probably, right? Yeah. I'm getting quite tired though. Not like just my feet. They're too hot. I really like that. I really like those.
I really like them too. So fun.
Yeah. Hello everybody, it's the next day now. So after tea at the Ritz, which was really good, very filling, they load you up with like gallons and gallons of tea, but it was very cool. I feel like Katie had been like, I feel like you were kind of like, oh, we'll do it because it's like the thing to do. Like an afternoon tea is like, it's just a very British thing, but I don't think she was like, yay, afternoon tea, but she really enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, it was neat.
Yeah.
Even just to see the building and to like be in there.
Yeah, when we were
pomp and circumstance.
When we were walking up, I was like, it's all scaffolding out at the front of the building.
Yeah, they're like renovating the side. Or is that the front door?
I think that's the front.
Yeah, they were renovating like the top part of the front door, which was...
Yeah, so it was like all covered up. So I was like, aw, womp. But then you go in and the inside is so grand. Like I took some pictures in the bathroom because the bathroom's so nice. But yeah, it was really cool. The ladies wore like silk dresses as their uniform and it was very like Beauxbatons.
And the guys were like full coats and tails.
Yeah. And they like come over and pour your tea for you and they put your napkin in your lap. It felt very Downton Abbey.
And we changed our shoes right in front of the hotel, which
yep.
attracted some looks.
Yeah, some people were walking by and they were like, oh, you have to change your shoes to go in. But then afterwards we just like went back and got the train from Oxford. So I think we got back around like, it was after 9. Mm-hmm. So then we just like stayed in and made friendship bracelets for Taylor Swift. I made 5 and Katie made 1 because hers is much fancier. Mine, this is Katie's. Mine are, I'd have to get up to get them. But they're simple. They're single string. Katie was doing some fancy twisty stuff. So we have a few made for Taylor Swift tomorrow in Cardiff. So today I think we're just going to explore Oxford a little more because we haven't actually spent like a huge amount of time here yet. Yeah. So we're going to try to get around to all of the colleges, hopefully get into Christchurch today. Probably do Magdalen and maybe New College. I'm not totally sure like what New College's visiting hours or policy is, but we'll try to get in there. Yeah, and then just see some of the other buildings and hang around Oxford today. So Yeah, that's the plan. So we came by Christchurch again, but the halls doesn't open till 2 for visitors. I assume to get through like breakfast and lunch for the students probably. But so we are walking through the gardens, but we'll come back later since we're in Oxford all day, so that's fine. So we're cutting through the meadows, and I think we're gonna go to Magdalen now, and hopefully it's open for visitors. From the sign that I read the other day, it should be. And yeah.
What college is that's not the is that the Harry Potter college or what college is that?
This one is, I mean, there's a lot that are kind of Harry Potter-ish.
Like the Maudlin one.
No, C.S. Lewis went there though. Narnia. I don't know if anything is like directly inspired if anything in Narnia is directly inspired by Magdalen, but that is where he went. So we're gonna go there first. It's just very pretty.
Yeah.
They have really nice grounds. And then New College, a lot of scenes in Harry Potter, especially the first few films, I think, were filmed at New College. And I have no idea what their visitor situation is, so we'll maybe go there and see if we can get in. I have heard that students there are annoyed because there's always a bunch of tourists around, so I assume it's open to people, but yeah. So the thing that Katie has been most excited about on this trip is the ducks and the geese.
Well, they're just so
Which, for the record, we do have back home. And they are the same. They're Canada geese here.
They just look more friendly here.
That's because people feed them, so they're looking for food. You sound like a goose. Oh, and also trains. She's very amused by trains. Just walked into Magdalen and are in like the front entrance. We just came through the Porter's Lodge. It's really nice. Like a lot of the universities, if you're a student of any college, you can come in and bring one guest with your bod card without paying the admission fee. Some colleges I think don't charge for visitors. I don't really know how it all works for every college, but they were really nice. Last time when I came with my parents, they let them both come in free, which was cool. Depends on the porter, I guess. But yeah, came in. Our parents really liked this one. I don't know which one, if they thought this was cooler or Christchurch. They really like the big ass old tree here. So
Which is the big ass?
it's in the back. Yeah, we'll see it. Yeah, so this is the tree that we were all very enamored by when my parents were here, but it obviously wasn't like super leafy then because it was winter, but
Big tree.
so I feel like Magdalen College is best known as being where C.S. Lewis went and also for their deer park. So they have all these little deer, which, like, to be fair, don't know how exciting that is considering we're from Saskatchewan. No, they're just like funny deer. Like they're different kinds of deer and they're very like itty bitty and cute. I think they look like little goats.
Deer are cool. They have a big ass tree. Pretty neat. Chapel's neat too, if you're into that kind of stuff.
You should write that word for word on a Google review. I don't think you'll last 10 minutes in the tournament. My father doesn't think you'll last 5. He doesn't think you'll last 5. I don't give a damn what your father thinks, Malfoy.
Father stinks.
People might think you're...
Up to something.
We never use transfiguration as a punishment. Okay, so one of the staff members just said that in through here is the oldest part of the college, so it was built in the 12th century. Through here. And actually, they filmed a lot of Harry Potter, obviously the stairs and the inspiration of the Great Hall, but they filmed a lot through here as well. Good morning. So,
Morning.
okay, we walked through all of the colleges yesterday, which was, or like a bunch of the main ones. We did Magdalen, Christchurch, New College, and then Katie made me go up to the yarn store again, which is like light years away. So we went up and did that and then walked back through Westgate and everything. And then us and a bunch of my friends made friendship bracelets last night while we watched movies, which was fun because because today we're heading to Cardiff for Taylor Swift. And yeah, so this morning we're just gonna go get breakfast before we go back and get ready. Okay, so we've just gotten ready for ERAS, and I'm going to show it one of it at a time because the room is so gross, so I'm gonna try to show in the non-disastrous portion. Ta-da! I think the funny part is that other than the boots, I just had all of this.
It's very me, I feel. It's kind of my vibe.
When she sent it to me and Mom,
Put it down a little bit.
we thought she was joking. We've made it, and we made it to the merch line. We're here so early, and our tickets came through and worked. My friend Megan told me she was more jealous that I was going to see Paramore because that's the opener than she was about Taylor Swift, so...
And we had to look up Paramore songs.
Well, I knew Misery Business, but then I was like, which other ones are Paramore? I think I've heard some of the other ones, but I don't know them that well, yeah. But, haha, Megan.
there at your sister's house, and you still got it in your drawer even now. Oh, your sweet disposition, my wide-eyed gaze, singing in the car, getting lost on these days. Autumn leaves falling down like pieces in a place. Be okay, but I'm not fine at all. Here we are again, living downstream. You almost ran the red. So I leave from the gallows and I levitate down your street. Crash the party like a record scratch as I scream. Who's afraid of little old me? You should have seen.
What are your after concert thoughts? This is a video. Yeah. I don't know if you noticed. I was like it's been a roller coaster of emotion. What? What do you mean? The concert. I mean, no, just me. I was mostly just happy. It was mostly just one emotion. I was mostly just happy too, but then some songs I was crying. And you were crying? I did not notice. Which one? It was like shaking off. Yeah. Really emotional. Well, I had a really good time. The only one where I was like, oh, is Lover, because Lover always gets me when it's live. Even like when the NBA band Business Casual, they play Lover at both of their shows, and I was like, I'm getting choked up. You get emotional at the concert? I mean, I didn't like cry, but I'm like, oh, this song just gets ya. So yeah, just the whole thing is so cool. Like the bracelets and the people are so happy. It's just like happy. Like you've been to Shania Twain, right? Yeah. So because like I was just gonna say I've never been to a show like with high production value like that. Because the only concerts I've been to are Mario's Trench at the X. in Saskatoon, like the free concert at the X.
Oh yeah.
And Jason Aldean and Ed Sheeran. And like Ed Sheeran was very cool to see because he uses like the pedal, like the repeater thing, and he just does it all himself. Like he doesn't have a band.
And you don't
Or
understand a word
he used to. Yeah, when he talks, you cannot understand a word. But so that was cool. But like it's not a show like this, and this is like the show of shows. So. But now we're just tired and waiting for our car.
We're gonna have no voice tomorrow.
Everybody, so we made it back from the concert. We
At like 3 o'clock last night.
Yeah, because basically I'd hired a car service from Oxford to come and pick us up. So it was about just over a 2-hour drive, I think. Which it's about an hour and a half, hour 45 train ride, so it's not that much of a difference actually. But it wound up, like, the only trains coming back to Oxford at night were, like, it was, like, 6 to 7 hour long journeys with multiple changes, and, like, the tickets were quite expensive anyway. So, and then we, like, looked at hotels and times and everything, and it wound up being cheaper to hire this car. And Katie is flying out today, so we were like, well, that's a little
better.
Yeah, instead of trying to rush back in the morning anyway.
But then we like sat on the street, like just in the little bar area for a bit after the concert, and there were these 2 girls we sat beside who were just like gonna hang out until 5 that morning to take the train.
Was it? Yeah, because like they had to travel like to London and then past London, they said. Mm-hmm. So it was like a very long train journey as well. But yeah, they had we walked down because like we'd scheduled our car for a lot later than we needed to because the concert actually ended around like 10:30, 10:45. But we'd kind of read like, oh, you're not going to get out of there until like 11:30 probably. And then we were like, well, it might take a while to get through and for the car to get through. So we'd like scheduled it for later, which wasn't like that bad.
No. Just because the stadium's in a good location with like all those like McDonald's.
Yeah, you only walk a little bit farther down the street and then it's like the kind of bar street. And then obviously everyone from the concert was down there, so it like didn't feel too sketchy, just a little sketchy. And yeah, we sat out in front of this bar that a drag performer was singing a bunch of Taylor Swift songs and everything. All the bars were playing Taylor Swift. So we hung out there for a while until we just like caught our car, drove back. But yeah, the concert was amazing. I think my favorite set was the Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah. Lover's pretty good though.
Yeah, I feel like it's just so early and she doesn't play that many songs from it. But like, I don't know, like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me is such a good live song. Yeah. Like she really, it's like the set list for that one and the choreography is very theatrical.
Well, just
I mean, it is for all of them, but...
And just the production of everything, too. Like, August with all the colors was so pretty.
Yeah. It's definitely worth the hype.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was very, very cool.
And lines move, like, super fast.
Yeah, like, so Katie was just watching recap videos on TikTok of our concert, and then there was ones, like, recommendations for when you go to the ERAS tour, and people were like, maybe try to do, like, early merch days and everything. I feel like we were only in the merch line for maybe like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was like, it wouldn't have been a half hour.
It like seemed like a long line, like we went all the way, it was a long line, but it just moved so fast because like people aren't lingering up there. They're just going, buying what they want and going through, so it moves really quickly. And then once the gates opened, like I think we'd cut into the line a little bit, but the lines were so twisty through the streets that, like, it was impossible to tell where it actually ended. Mm-hmm. But we were quite far back in the line anyway. But once the gate opened, it was very quick to get through. But Katie is leaving today, so we're going to catch the bus to Heathrow.
1 kilogram under on my weight.
Yeah, so I was hoping to be able to send some stuff back with her, but no dice. No. Too much shopping. But how was your trip?
2 thumbs way up.
What was your favorite part?
Those horses biting people at Buckingham Palace.
That's not what I thought you were gonna say.
What do you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say the concert or Italy.
Oh yeah, that was good too. The pony and the guy who runs it really stuck out though.
I think my favorite was the concert. All in all, 10 out of 10 trip though.